Yeah, I will speak from experience as I've served for more than 6 years, Vice President of New Consumers Institute at the time that we had more than 10 or up to 10 to 15,000 active members. So taking the lead from you, Pavlos, regarding CSR. Banking institutions and telecoms are very proud for their CSR policies, yet most of the complaints would target banking institutions and telecoms for breaking antitrust laws. So we have to be pragmatic. So sometimes consumers are ahead of corporations. We're talking about conscious consumer, but we have to be really conscious regarding corporations. CSR often is regarded as greenwashing, but we have to be honest. It is for a reason.
You think there is an element of greenwashing in the operations?
Speaking from experience, most of the complaints would be filed against banking institutions and telecoms.
True.
Right.
So we have to walk the talk of sustainability instead of preaching for our CSR policies, which is great, and ESG commitments, but reality is a crash test.
So how do you go about addressing? I mean, you've given a sense of direction for companies when they're planning their CSR communication. Do you think there's something that companies need to do beyond the sort of more cautious approach that Pavlos has suggested?
I would totally agree on being more humble regarding preaching the accomplishments. Reality is the one that preaches in itself your accomplishments and achievements. And still, because I'm still close to the consumer, let's say, activities in institutions, though they're not as active as they used to be, I see the complaints. Still, we have the same path. So being more humble and more pragmatic on what you have or you have not achieved. Still, the leaders in complaints are banking institutions and telecom companies, major industries.
Right.
Huge. This is massive. And adopt a pragmatic approach towards the citizens, because the consumer is a citizen at the same time. So we address a citizen.